Thank everybody for tonight. We got a wonderful event. The rain came down, but we prevailed. It's been a very successful turnout. DNA's going to win Long Island. We're very encouraged.
Right.
For a better Long Island. Are you prepared? Are you prepared?
I'm going to show you and tell you how we are going to make change happen for our country and change happen for Long Island. The first step is making sure that a son of the soil who believes in our future is standing in the House of Assembly for Long Island. Ready to go right now. I am talking about a man of integrity, a man of purpose, a man of vision, a man who's going to make sure that Long Island...
The DNA party is not even a year old, and we are drawing unprecedented crowds wherever we go throughout this country. I am just running. Right. I am not yet your MP, although I hope you will allow me to have that opportunity. But even at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting results for you because the FNM is trembling in their shoes. For the last 4.5 years, they've done nothing to improve the conditions in Long Island, especially here in North Long Island. There's nothing that's happening in 5 years. They figure, for the longest time that Long Island is their safe seat. But now you see they're hearing some vibes that their safe seat ain't so safe no more. They feel threatened by Branville McCartney, Mario Cartwright, and the DNA because we mean business. They have been in power for 15 of the last 20 years. They had plenty time to attend to Long Island, but they chose not to. If they didn't do it in the last 15 to 20 years, they will not do it now. They are lying to you. I am not exaggerating, I am not lying. The Prime Minister himself admitted that his government has failed the good people of Long Island. And he has not delivered. He said, and I quote from the Tribune, Long Island was very badly neglected for a very long time. And that's during the same 15 of the last 20 years when they were in power. Mr. PM, I say to you, it's too little, too late. We are tired of empty promises. We are tired of broken promises. Long Island business is serious business. We are tired of talk. We want action. Long Island is going green.
We got some problems in this country. We got some big, big problems. When we have two, what they call parties now, that could only talk about each other personally. When they could only lambast what this wife doing, what this fella doing, who going out with who. When we are in a crisis, we have problems. We have problems when we have two grown men got two parties and allowing people to talk bad about each other personally. I cry shame on those leaders. Because it can't happen on the DNA. I will not allow it to happen on the DNA. But we're going to deal with crime. We will sweat the small stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to enforce this death penalty, you know. We're going to enforce this death penalty. And we got to change the law that they just tried to change recently when they said if you commit murder against a particular person, a priest or a policeman, then you can be executed. But if you commit murder against someone else, no. Everyone is equal. Whether you're priest, policeman, or bum. If you commit murder against anyone, prepare to meet your maker. The DNA ain't playing, and we are not going to interfere with the police. We're not going to have any political interference with them. And guess what? No bail for murderers. These guys are out of control. None, none, none. No bail for them. You can call it hard, no bail. We're going to make sure that there are consequences for your actions, man. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? Because we coming. It's more of us than you. And you will respect this law. We will have a disciplined society in this country. We don't have a disciplined society in this country. And we will start from the small stuff. You do wrong, you get in problems. There will be consequences. Illegal immigration. Thank you. Illegal immigration. Well, we don't have much of that in Long Island. As a matter of fact, when I was in charge of immigration in the Bahamas, I wanted to have a few conferences and seminars here, so that the rest of the Bahamas could learn what's going on and how it's done. Illegal immigration, though, throughout is rampant, and it is causing our education system to suffer. It is causing our social programs to suffer. It's causing our health care to suffer. And these guys ain't doing anything about it because they're playing tic-tac-toe with these persons and using them for votes. It is bad. Now, we need to be very humane in our approach. There are persons who've been here for many, many, many years, and we must look and determine their status. But we must put a stop to the bleeding for those coming over here. We must put a stop to that, and we will put a stop to that. That must stop, and that must stop now. And I don't think you'll find these other leaders speaking about it. Why? They scared. They scared. As a matter of fact, Perry Christie said previous administrations, both PLP and AFNM, will not touch it because of their electoral results. Let me tell you something right now, folks. We are prepared to do what's right for this country, whether or not it costs us an election. When we become the government, we will do what is right for this country to get this country back on track. Our economy is bad. It's bad. It's not working the way it is now. We have an economy, yes, that's based on tourism, and now we still have a little of the financial sector there, but it's not working. We cannot pay off our $4.2 billion debt on the economy that we have. So if you look at us as a business, we are losing. As a matter of fact, you don't hear, when the Prime Minister comes here, you don't hear him saying how we're going to pay off this debt. I'll tell you, in 1992, when this Prime Minister first got in, we were teetering on the edge of almost $1 billion at the time. In 1992. And you know what he said? He said, this debt will be a noose around our children and our children's neck for years and years and years to come. Can you imagine $4.2 billion? And you want to borrow more? You're borrowing, you're borrowing, you're borrowing, but you're not saying how you're going to pay back. And you still have this mindset that tourism is the only industry for our Bahamas. That's their mindset. Well, I beg to differ. We want to look at other industries. We want to look at agriculture. We want to be able to feed ourselves in this country. We want to be able not only to feed ourselves, but I see where we are going to make money from agriculture. I see where in the future where we are able to sell food to other countries in this region. Why not? Why not? If at the end of the day Israel can grow food in the desert, we can grow food, my friend, and not only have food security, but feed ourselves and make money from it. I want you to take this message back that the DNA is here to be your next government. I want you, Bahamas, to stand with me. I want you to stand up, and I want you to give this vote to Mario Cartwright. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stand for what is right in this country. I want you to stand to make sure that we have a new government, a government that will put Bahamians first, a government that will empower Long Islanders. I want you to stand and don't be afraid. This is our country. This is our country, you hear me? I want you to stand up for justice, stand up for equality, stand up to be first in the country. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for a new day. Stand up for a new representation. Stand up for your homeboy. Stand up for Mario Cartwright. Stand up for Long Island from the north and the south. Stand up. Stand up for your marine resources. Stand up for your land. Stand up. Make it happen. Make it happen. We're asking you to give us your vote. Give us your vote for us to be the next government. Give us your vote so that Mario can represent you and represent you well.